Boaters are finding floating storm debris in our local rivers.
Channel 4's Bakari Savage joined the Coast Guard today as they surveyed our waterways, and he's joining us live now from Mayport. Bakari.
Yep. So even though Matthew is gone, the Coast Guard is saying that it's still not yet safe for boaters to hit the water. Here's why.
We just passed by about 10 pieces of lumber from some citizens' docks, and we just don't have the room to capture all of it on our boat, so you just have to be very cautious when transiting these waters.
We passed a handful of docks in a row, torn apart by Hurricane Matthew. U.S. Coast Guard Chief Petty Officer Jimmy Allen says that it has to go somewhere. Eventually, it'll float out to sea or wash ashore, but until then, Allen says that boaters need to watch out. There was only a small part of the damage assessment Allen and his crew are doing on the water. When we go up to these marinas, one of the things that Chief Allen is looking for is a sheen in the water, because that'll let him know if there's been any leaking fuel or oil from these boats as a result of Hurricane Matthew. They'll also be testing the water for any added pollution that they can't spot. Although this long yellow rubber material right by the Yates YMCA and Riverside could be a problem.
This is one of the things that potentially came from Hurricane Matthew. This is boom that ships put out to contain any fuel spills along the coastline right here inside the river. So I'm going to report this back to my sector and do some investigative work to see who it belongs to.
The job doesn't end there. In addition to checking to make sure navigation signs are still mounted, Allen says that they have to look for boats that washed ashore or took on water to see if it was because of Matthew or just an old boat.
Please, I know it's beautiful after the storm and everything. We encourage boaters to just give it some time. Let us get these waterways cleared.
And, you know, that's just around Jacksonville. The men and women of the Coast Guard still have a lot of work to do. Doing the same thing, again, other areas around here, all around Southeast Georgia, and, of course, the Barrier Islands. And as we get an update, we'll bring that to you, of course, on air and online at news4jax.com. Reporting live at U.S. Coast Guard Mayport, I'm Bakari Savage, Channel 4, the local station.